sounds approach. As I move through towns and quote, Latin text about none of them rope. Swarming storms, I'm forming horns, I'm.
What's going on, guys? We are here at Cody's Garage again. I got my front coilover back in from Function and Form, and I'm getting ready to go ahead and unbox that real quick. And I also got some grinding bits to grind away at my upper control arm, I think as it is, where the hole is too tight for the coilover to fit through properly, being so low. So we're gonna try and take out the stock or the coilovers that are already in the front, grind that out, and put these in at the right setting. Hopefully everything's gonna go smooth, and we'll be out of here fairly quickly. Well, they definitely took their packaging pretty serious, and like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they did actually not charge me for fixing it or shipping back. I just had to pay for shipping there, which is pretty awesome of them. But yeah, now we have both of the fronts back, and they both are functioning. We are ready to drop the front end of my car to match the back. Haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. I think I'm just going to match the threads. Or use measurements to measure it, but we still got to find a tape measure because we can't find the one that came with the coilovers nor the one that we used to use that was just here. So we got to find one of those before we can set those. Alright, so car is halfway in the air. We're not going to do the jack up the front. I'm probably going to have to take this wheel off just to get a measurement to get the exact same height front to back, just so it doesn't sit, you know, wonky like it has been. It's completely level and the same ride height front to back. But when that comes, I'm probably just going to jack up the car just enough to get that wheel off and take a measurement. Alright, so we pretty much got straight to work. This side is pretty much completely taken apart except for the upper control arm, hence why it's still sitting, you know, where it's normally at. I'm going to take the upper control arm bolt out of the back. This side is completely done. You just got to take the bolt out of the top of the sway bar end link, and that will release the whole. Blake just got out that upper control arm bolt, and those are kind of a pain in the neck. Literally the only way to get it out of this side is to have the bolt turned one specific way. Otherwise it's going to hit on another bolt underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and jack this side up, take out the bolt on the end link, and then this side will be ready to come completely out, and then we'll just undo the top hats and these coilovers should come straight out. Alright, so Blake is getting out that upper control arm. That's what that banging is. This side's completely freed up. I'm going to go ahead and take out the nuts on the top of the top hat here, which will free up the coilover, and try to go ahead and take this side completely out while Blake is working on that side still. So I took this one out on this side, and now the moment of truth. I'm going to be grinding away at this. I know it's kind of, in a way, I guess it's kind of bad, just because it's taking away from the structural integrity of this upper control arm. But I don't really see any other option unless I want to spend $300 on a new set of smaller upper control arms, which I've already found like $275, I think. So I figured, well, worst case scenario, I do this, it breaks while I'm driving or whatever. Yes, that's gonna be very bad, but I only drive around town, so I don't see it being too terrible. And then if it does break, then I go ahead and get those ones for $300. So either way, it's like I'm gonna have to do it, I guess, if it breaks. But if not, if this works, I'm fine. I'm not taking off too much anyway, so I'm not too worried. So these are what I decided to get. I figured I could slide this straight into a drill and it would cut away. I've seen some videos of these doing some serious work on cutting some metal, so hopefully this will be enough. And I got two just in case. And we're just gonna be using a regular corded electric drill, so hopefully it'll be fine. So quick update, the bit that I bought for the drill doesn't really work. It kind of did a little bit, but it got, you know, eat up really quick. I'm not even going to open the second one just so I can return it and get my money back. But the Dremel that Blake had seems to be working really well, and I didn't think that it was going to be strong enough to do it, but it is doing it very slowly. In fact, he took out, there's like a little hump in the middle. It's hard to see, but he took it out and put there's already more clearance on the flat side. I think what I'm going to do is take out just a little bit of the flat sides. If you look, it's almost like a triangle. You have a flat side in the middle on this side over here where we've been grinding, one over here on this side, and then one over here on this side. And there's also kind of one on this side. It's almost like a big trapezoid. So I think if I take out some from all of those flat sides, it should be enough to clear. But this side, there's a lot of material left, so I'm not ruining structural integrity there. And I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's just going to take a lot of time, especially with this Dremel, but it is actually working. So we're going to try and get some more of these bits and maybe get some food and then come back to this. Okay, sorry I didn't do an update, but we got back from Walmart and we got food and stuff and we ate. And I grinded out this side. I know it's very hard to see, but I did grind this side and we painted both sides because we didn't want any raw metal exposed. And then we tried, I'm going off what I think would be the right height in the front to match the rears. The preload is set on these already, and we put them in, and not even thinking about it, because we had it so low before, the collars now, it's like where I think it would be matching the back. The collars are about an inch away from these, so they may not ever even come close to touching it anyway, but it's shaved just in case. It still has all of its structural integrity from as far as I can tell. But now we just put the top hats in on both sides. The other side is basically completely mounted up, and we're just basically left everything kind of loose just to test the height, but everything is mounted. So it's like everything's bolted up, basically ready to go, just needs to be tightened all the way down, and we're going to wait to do that. Yeah, it's fine just sitting here just to test it, but once we test it, make sure everything's right. If it's not right, then we'll adjust as we need, but we're getting there. So we got the coilovers put back in. We set it to what we thought was the same as the back, but it was a little bit different. But anyway, we set that wasn't right. So what we did is we set it to over half of what it was, and now this is what we're dealing with. Everything is tightened up because it is so late. It's, I guess, a little bit lower than what it was with the Teins on, but I'm running into the issue where right now it is not touching the control arm. It is sitting just high enough. I figured out a way to test it while the wheels are off and everything, and it is not, the collars on the coilovers are not touching the control arm. However, as you go lower with the coilover, it moves the collars closer and closer to the control arm. Now, I think that the shaving that I did would be enough for them to clear, but I don't want to push my luck, and right now they're extremely close. It is what it is. I can play with it more tomorrow. It is currently almost like 1 now, and Blake has to work at like 6:30 or 7, so kind of got to call it quits for the night. Everything is good to go, though. I can drive the car home right now, and what I'll probably do is come back tomorrow and start messing with it again, and seeing how close I can get it, because I'm pretty sure I can do this on my own, but if need be, Blake gets off or whatever, I can have him help me, whatever. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll probably pick this back up tomorrow, and we'll also finish doing Blake's valve cover tomorrow as well. If you didn't see that video, I'll have the link to that in the description. That was yesterday. We started doing his valve cover, or he started, I should say. And we'll finish that tomorrow as well, most likely. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know down below in the comments section. Also, you can leave a like, and that also shows that you did enjoy the video. And if you didn't, hit that dislike button, and feel free to let me know in the comment section why you didn't like the video, or any positive feedback for criticism or whatever would be helpful. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.